are never the same. So fingerprints are identities. You will never be the same. You will never be like any other person. So we are different. We have got different distinctions. We are not the same. So identity is a marker that we are unique in our own way. I can tell somebody, I can tell the president, that the president, you will never be like me. I'm different from you. I'm special. Why? Because I've got different fingerprints from you. So you will never make me to be like any other person. So we are, when we talk about identity, we have got qualities that distinguish us from other people. So, I mean, the identity, this starts from birth. There are different ways of identity and so on and so on. So now, what are the sources of identities? You know, we have got different identities. For example, all identities, we say them in my, I mean, if I have to go to my own register, we say all identities are social constructs. Social construct are things that have been constructed when people are relating to one another. Not that God has created that. These are identities that are created and so on. So among most of these things are really a social construct. You know, they are social construct. When people say, no, all these things, I mean, men, women, and all this, they become social construct because they've been constructed, you know, because of what? Men relating to one another. So, but this construct becomes reality. It becomes reality when people now start to use this construct now, you know, for other benefits. For example, men will say, yes, I'm a man. This is a construct. There's no such, it's not serious thing. I mean, you know, all these things, I have to socialize, how I dress, how I walk, you know, how everything. No, it's a social thing that goes against the. Now, this construct becomes now something that I can use. Some will say, no, I'm a man. Because I'm a man, then I've got the privilege, the right to do 1, 2, 3. I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman. You use this construct for various things. But what I want to show you is that identities first. Identities first don't start from outside you. It must start from inside you. It must be how you define yourself, not how other people define you. So, like I'm saying, it's ascribed to you on the basis of what, ascribed to you on the basis of age, on the basis of ancestry, which family do you come from, on the basis of gender, on the basis of kin, you know, what next kin or where you are, ethnicity, I'm a Venda, I'm a Tsonga. And people carry these things, you know, I'm white. Have you ever seen something white? There is no thing that you're white. Have you ever seen a white person? You can tell me if you've seen I've never seen a white person in my life. I've never seen a white person. And I've never seen a black person. Have you seen a black person? Nothing. In Venda, we have got Murema. It's not black. It's not. There's no such a thing black. Black, I'm talking, you're not the speaker. Have you ever seen come across that speaker in a person's face? There's no such a thing. When somebody say black, do you see black here when you look at me? Do I look black? So now who called me black? I'm not black. So all these things are construct. All these things are construct. These are things that people construct and people make and so on and so on and so on. So identities are very, very difficult. Sometimes race, there's no such a thing called pure race. White, there's no such a thing called white. I mean, you know, they're pale. When they say we're white, I say you're not white, you are pale. You've got a pale skin. You're not white. Your skin is pale. You know pale when we say it's pale? Yeah. I'm brown. I'm not black. Don't allow people call you black. I'm not black. So some identities come from cultural things, you know, as I said, sometimes territorial. I'm South African. See, when I was in Uganda, I'll never say to Uganda, I'm a Venda, no, I'm a South African. Oh, South Africans are like this. You know what I'm saying? So you have got all these kind of identities that you can have this. Some identities are political. You know, I'm an ANC. You know, I'm an EFF. I'm all this. I'm not campaigning for them, please. So these are identities that we have. Others are economic. Is a millionaire. Is a, this one is a businessman. This one is a chartered accountant. These are all, you see, these are identities that are given to people. Others are social. This one is my friend. This one is a team. This one is a colleague. This one. So all these are types of identities that we find. So sources of identities are many. But I want to talk about really the source of identity. It's for Christians, our source of identity is God. Amen. For Christians, I am not what people say I am. I am what God says I am. So my God never said I'm black. So that's why I don't, until my God convinced me that I'm black. No. My God just says, yeah, you are my child. I'm not black. I'm God's child. So we go with what God really have said we are. Now, I just want to go to the book of Genesis, because that's why I want really, this issue of women, it's deep. It's deep. Some identities, when they are given to you, you begin to accept them, and you begin to behave the way it is. The Bible says, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you think, the way people, when you're at home, when you are born, the way your parents sometimes treat you, you know what I'm saying? The way they describe you, sometimes you end up becoming that. They sometimes giving you the name. The name is big head, and really, you play like a big head, Eh? Yeah, a big head. This is big head. That is the name. This is a big head. Where's the big head? Big head, yeah, big head is back. Yeah, big head is gone. Big head is eating. And really you walk like a big head. You talk like a big head. You dress like a big head. When you go to school, you behave in the class like a big head. You become a man like a big head. Everything is big head. That philosophy of identity of big head. Everything's around there. Your name is a kakati. Kakati means you create chaos. So kakati is right from the child. Kakati, you kick everything. You grow in the class. Kakati, university in the kakati. You get married in the kakati. Even the day you are buried, the kakati. You see, some of the names, I tell people, I say, some of the names you need to change them. Yeah, some of the names you must change them. I mean, Paul was Saul. Saul was changed. Peter was Simon. Simon, God says, change it. Paul Yongcho, God says, change from Paul Yongcho. You become David Yongcho. I don't like Paul. I want you to become what? David. So some of the names you have to change if they are giving you an identity that you don't want it. Don't just say, it was given by my grandmother. No, if that identity is creating problems, change it and get a nice one. Amen. So can we just read from because you see, what I want to do in this session now, if you are really successful, which I will try to summarize, it's really what is wrong. I try to ask, but how? What is happening really? How can a man murder his wife? Can you imagine? It's not an enemy. I'm talking about, if it's someone that you say this person is someone, the wife that who cook food for you, who can poison you. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't poison you, but you murder her. She can give you poison anytime. And you eat it so nice and you die so nice. But women are not poisoning men. You know what I'm saying? Are they? No, there are few, not many. Now, let's look, and this, as I'm saying, is a social construct. It's a social construct. Now, where these problems are coming from? But in the midst of all, you find that